So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 73 yards from the 10, 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. No gain on the play.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that.
And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead.
The kick is
it's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
7, Ravens nothing. Graham Gano set to kick.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Jackson trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. On first down, Jones is going to fight. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 4. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And he may have given those 6 yards right back as they're going to get to him well behind the line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Now it's Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He was taken down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Here's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. He probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
At the 19-yard line.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
Taken down.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
They'll try to run for it with Barkley, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Ravens, nothing. Graham Gano on for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
At the 20-yard line.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And 8.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 5 yards shy of midfield. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He was tackled.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Steps away to his left. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Ball carrier.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Caught by Snead over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. 1st and 10 right at the 20. To throw is Jackson. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll try to run with Dobbins. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Giants' 2-yard line.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. One more time with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Giants 17. Ravens 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. A handoff to Barkley. And he's got some space here. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 23-yard line. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 48 yards on the ground. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 23. A reminder once once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. Man to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Brings up
on 2nd and 9, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Cyrus Jones back to return for the Ravens. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Right back to Dobbins on first. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 8. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 25 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Jones on the return. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession, but at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
At the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is a season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Jones.
He's really putting together a spectacular season. That interception, number 11 now on the year.
And I know we're all taught that 7 is a lucky number. I'd say 11 is for him, huh? No doubt about it.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a carry for Dobbins. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Here's Dobbins. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down.
I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff to Ingram, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. But now it'll be 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 3rd-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Jones now looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to let one fly for Tate, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
11 at the 27-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, open man is Duvernay. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 44. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The wide receiver, the ball carrier.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Now Dobbins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote onto your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
Little salt, little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up. Because Frank Reich, at Maryland in college, did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, first down.
He was tackled at the 40.
Ain't that like this drive a little bit better there, partner? Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4, so 2nd and 6 forthcoming. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
The Ravens 42-yard
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
A gain of 15.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
On first down, Barkley. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
New York.
Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Giants 24, Ravens 20. Graham Gano set.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
7-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Marquise Brown. Incomplete. Brings up third down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Jackson. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Ravens, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week, Cincinnati.